Lock the girls up during ovulation phase. It must be done. Hey y'all, welcome to week 1 of living to the fullest. So one of the things I really wanted to improve on was my sleep, because I feel like sleep above all else is very important. We're gonna tackle that. And then there's also tackling my daily habits when it comes to being more social. So that's something else that I wanted to tackle this week. And also tracking my cycle. Hey, I know it's been a while since I've vlogged. I was just trying to figure out this whole health situation, but I was vlogging I was vlogging a little bit in between. In terms of my 5 babies,
An unholy demon spawn!
before I didn't really have to think about health or like what I'm eating, and so then now it's a little bit annoying to have to think about that. But these are a few of the steps I've taken. So I don't know if I showed this before, but I already started taking vitamin D, but then D3, but now I bought a D3 that is a gummy bear.
Sunlight.
In a bottle?
Just so I don't feel like I'm taking, I don't know, I feel like the act of taking medicine is, I'm just like, I don't want to do it. But yeah, so I have these gummy bears and they're really tasty. Just hope I'm getting enough D3 from the gummy bears. But yeah, the taste is not bad, so I like it. And I guess I could also take this on days where, like, when the weather is like this, when it's like raining all the time and I can't go outside. So this really helps a wee bit, a little bit. Something else which somebody special bought this for me, it is a Garmin watch. It has a way of calculating your sleep quality. So like if you've gotten into deep sleep, it can record that. If you've been in REM sleep, there's like just different sorts of sleep, and sleep is very important for healing. So I like this watch. I'm really grateful for this watch. I've been wearing it, I think it's been 2 weeks now, and I love it. I really love it. And also, oh my god, it has another function for stress, because I'm also trying to really reduce my stress and be calm and just like breathe, stretch, shake and let it go. So it has a function for stress, and I will say it's fairly accurate. There have been moments where he also has a Garmin watch, and I remember we were both at the airport and the teller was just taking, oh my god, the teller took so long. We stood there, like, we were at the counter at the teller, and it's not that there was anything like wrong, but the guy was just so slow. Oh my god, it was so slow. So then after, my watch is like, calm down, it looks like you're stressed, and his watch as well was like, calm down, stressed. I was like, okay. So it's like a reminder that I shouldn't allow some situations to stress me. So I'm like, okay, this helps. And then, you know, you can also like switch on some breathing exercises. So I'm like, okay, this is great. It's raining outside. I have a love-hate relationship with this weather, because it's cold, but then I like the cold, but then not when it's too cold. But also because of KPLC, the electricity, the moment it rains, actually I need to make sure I've charged my phone and everything. Everything needs to be charged, because then the lights just go off. I don't know, I feel like this sounds a little bit strange, but I feel like I was more comfortable with my body and the size of it before I like fully confirmed that, oh yeah, there's like this gigantic tumor. Because then now, you know, I was like, okay, like, oh yeah, this is just my size. You know, I was fine with that. But then now it's like, oh, there's this like unwanted thing. And now I just keep like, every time I look down, it's just like a reminder.
Just a reminder.
I'm like, there it is. So this is what I have to take for my hemoglobin. But don't just go out there and buy this. Like, you need to get this recommended by a doctor. So, funny story, when I was younger, I would have paid anything to be a vampire. Oh my god. And this is not like a Twilight thing. This is Vampire Diaries. I love Vampire Diaries, Damon Salvatore. I'm like, I want to be a vampire. I want to be a vampire with Damon Salvatore forever. Now look at me, I'm drinking, I swear to you, this is supposed to increase my hemoglobin, but it tastes like blood. I'm not even kidding. Like, you know when you bite your tongue, that like irony taste, that's what it tastes like. And I'm like, oh god, I have to drink this stuff. Other improvements that I've made, or improvements that I would like to make, I messaged Harriet's Botanicals, and so this is what they said. So they said I would recommend, they recommended for me to take a medicine called Harriet, and they said I would recommend that you analyze your diet, hair and body products for estrogen loaders, also remove alcohol, coffee, or anything that would load your liver, preventing evacuation of estrogen. Okay, so I'm gonna try and cut down on coffee. I would also recommend the use of Buceric to clean your gut to prevent constipation, which leads to estrogen being reabsorbed. I ordered this stuff, which is Arrowet. I just have it in my fridge. I have 3 bottles of this because I need to finish 3 bottles of this in 1 month. And then this, which is the Tarot. I haven't started taking it yet, but I think this is like a breakfast thing. It sounds like a breakfast thing, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be truthful. I'm gonna be honest. The taste of this, taste is awful. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, oh my god, it tastes so nice and healthy. No. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna measure my not so fire waist so we can have all these numbers in mind. Yep, as always, 34 inches. It's like I'm with child or something.
She's with child.
I stopped craving these since I started taking these, and I used to be so addicted to these. Another thing to make sure you consider is your menstrual cycle and the 4 phases and what exactly is happening to your body during that time. So there's the time during your period where you're feeling very slouchy and grumpy and you don't want to do much and your energy levels are low. So this is the time, if you want to do exercise, you can do very light exercise, or maybe like walking or yoga, and prioritize like drinking lots of water, and then use heat pads if you have cramps. Just whatever you can do to replenish your body, because you're losing blood, which is the energy that you need. That's the week where you can also meditate, and also you can like make very small plans for like what's coming ahead, because that's also the time where you're in your mind and you're really in the zone. And then there's the week after your period called the follicular phase, and this is a phase where you have so much energy.
More passion, more energy.
Like, it's like you're Superwoman, you're Wonder Woman, everything that you want to do. So that's the week where if you want to exercise, like, you need to go really hard on your exercise during that week. If you have like big projects you want to start, that's the week to start. Make sure you're eating also very healthy foods during all these phases, but especially during the follicular phase, because that's when you feel very energized. You're like, I can do it all. So eat lots of healthy food, exercise quite a bit, drink lots of water. Big projects, that's when to start the big projects, and big decisions, that's also when to make big decisions, because that's when your body is like in the zone. Then we have the ovulation phase. I've seen memes whereby the girls are like, please, if we can pay somebody to come and lock the girls up during ovulation phase, it must be done. So the ovulation phase is where the egg is released from the ovary, and then that's when the estrogen is at its peak, and that just means that you're feeling more social and more outgoing, and you really want to talk to people, make lots of friends, go on dates, like all of that. That's the phase to do it, but don't make bad decisions. You heard it from me. Then there's the luteal or luteal. This is the time where your progesterone levels start to drop, and that then leads to menstruation. And something interesting, I don't know how true this is, I heard it somewhere.
I heard it on TikTok.
Somebody was like, during this phase, your testosterone increases. And I was like, you know what? That explains why the girls are angry.
Because we're just behaving like men.
No, we're on the same level as men. That's why. That's probably why. So during that time, it's important to manage stress, because also during that time, I think you also just become more stressed, and you need to be able to meditate more, and also try as much as possible not to get into any fights, because I feel like a lot of times that happens, and then you maybe get angry at something, and then the next day or a few days later, you're like, oh, my period was coming. Happens all the time. So you need to really be able to track your cycle properly, and there's like free apps that can do it. There's like the Flow app, and then there's also, I think on iPhone, there's also just the health tracker where you can track your cycle, just so that okay, this week or these few days, no, I don't want to interact with people that much. These other 2 weeks, it's like I'm living the life to the fullest. And it's like during your period, you're also doing like, you know, lots of planning and everything. So just knowing and I think tracking your period well can help so much in living to the fullest. I'm like vlogging as I would regularly do, but then also with, you know, building my dream life in mind. This is how to plan a paint and sip at home for the girlies that still want to hang with their friends but you don't want to leave the house. So first things first, you have to head over to China Square and get yourself an easel. They go for $3.75 each. You don't really need one, but then I don't know, it just adds to the whole paint and sip theme. Then you can head over to Textbook Center and get yourself a canvas. One canvas that's 10 by 12 inches goes for 410 shillings. The other thing that you need that's most important is paint. So you don't end up buying too many colors. I would suggest just getting the 3 primary colors, which is red, yellow, and blue. With red, yellow, and blue, you can make any color. And then if you wanna, you know, if you're just like, you can get black paint and also white paint, but you don't need it, but it's just nice to have it. Was I actually able to do? So sleeping at the exact same time every single day. I think I tried to do that for a few days, and then some days it works, some days it doesn't. I think especially if I'm editing and I go way into the night, then it doesn't work out so well. But I have tried to sleep at least 8 hours each day of this week. Some days it was a little bit shorter, maybe like 7 hours 30 minutes. I think maybe if I sleep a little bit late and then my body knows, okay, we're waking up at 5:30, then that means I haven't gotten enough sleep. And I think I also need to make sure to change my alarm, because then if I've slept late, because I have the same alarm every single day, if I've slept late and I'm still waking up at the same time, downfall for me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!